Hey there, thanks for stopping by. For those that don't know me, I'm Rachel, and this is Autistic Lately, and I'm a late diagnosed autistic that is passionate about bringing validation and support to the autism community. So I wanted to touch base with you guys. It's been a few months since I put out a video. I've been really busy. So I launched another Etsy shop. I already have one, and it's called Autistic Lately, of course, and I started out with some, mugs and things, and I just had this idea. So I just launched a new product line, and I have another one I'm working on. Let me show you what I got here. So my craft area is such a disaster right now. So these are personalized resin shakers for kids. It's got their name in them, and then you can pick the color and the shape and the theme of the pictures inside. So I make these from scratch. I pour the frame, and then I fill it with goodies, and then the stuff inside, I don't know if you can see them, but these are shrink plastic. Do you guys remember Shrinky Dinks? So I print like pictures and cut them out and shrink them up and put those in here. Then I had beads and some glitter and stuff. I started out with this really fine glitter, but I have found that it has a habit of kind of sticking to the stuff inside. So I've since switched to a real chunky glitter without all that really fine stuff in there. And they are really, really cool. So that is Autistic Lately on Etsy. I'm currently pretty much losing money on them right now because I really want them to take off. I'm selling them for $10 a piece, and between shipping, because I ship it for free, between shipping and my Etsy fees, yeah, I might, and the materials, I might make a couple dollars, but that's okay. Right now, I just want to get them boosted up in the algorithm on Etsy. So if you guys are interested, it'd be great if you'd stop by and check them out. I'll include a link in the description. And then I'm currently making a line of adult shakers. So this is the first frame I made last night. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Studio Ghibli. This is a character from Princess Mononoke. And I've currently got another one in the frame. My daughter is in love with Wolf Girl from Mononoke. That's what she calls her. She wants to be Wolf Girl when she grows up. So I'm making one for her. So I'm currently making all these prototypes. Let me show you some of the designs I have here. So I've got like some steampunk images I've printed and some woodcuts and like some nature scenes. That guy's really cool. I like him. So I'm going to put like gears and clock hands and things in those. And then, of course, Ghibli stuff. Oh yeah, there's a lighthouse. Got the guys from Mononoke. They're fun. And we all know him, right? He is my favorite. And then I got some Howl's Moving Castle in here and Spirited Away. So I'm going to start with those and go from there. So I just had all this stuff show up today. I'm home on my lunch, and there's a million Amazon boxes here. I invested quite a bit in these, so I really hope they take off. I've got these little dried flowers I'm going to put into this mold that was actually made for dog treats. So that's pretty cool. So I'll put those inside of some of them, and I have all these different gears and little metal pieces, crushed seashells. So anyway, that's what I've been up to, and I'm sorry I haven't put out a video. I've really been wanting to do a video on identity, and I've been researching it because this is a big thing. That was like this huge aha moment with my autism diagnosis. Okay, so this is something that I have struggled with my whole life, and I didn't know I was autistic until about a year ago. I just got my official diagnosis this April, but I knew when I first saw that video from Taylor. So anyway, I've been researching it, wanting to make, an official video with all the cuts and edits and bells and whistles. But I've been so busy doing this that I haven't had time, and I really just wanted to make just a regular, normal, talk to you, unedited, uncut, raw and real video where I just lay it all out there. And so this is all related to my identity thing, this stuff that I'm showing you here, because I was, you know, I'm not going to get into my whole identity through childhood, you know, as far as the whole camouflaging thing and masking, you know, I always tend to be like who I'm with and who I'm around or people I admire. So who I'm with will then change who I am. And that's been a bit of a struggle my whole life. It's like, okay, so, you know, I was a property manager when I found out I'm autistic, and I had been struggling big time with some aspects of my job, and I didn't know why. I could not figure out why certain things were setting me off so badly. I thought, you know, what kind of a person am I? Well, I'm an autistic person, and I have certain struggles that I didn't know about. And had I known, I would never have gone into property management. I'd be doing something completely different. And that's a whole nother story. So anyway, I was on this quest already of trying to find something different when this all landed in my lap about being autistic. I had been researching how to work from home, doing remote work, but making decent money. It's property management, it's okay, you know. My husband's wanting to, you know, kind of go part-time, partially retire. And I have a daughter in private school, and she's just going to get more expensive as she gets older. And it's like, okay, I really need to at least double my income. I really, really, really want to work remotely. So I started looking at well-paying remote jobs. And it was really rough, you guys, because with this whole identity thing, you know, and having a bit of a brain in my head, it's like, okay, so I can do anything. So what should I do? And I tried so many different things, and it's like, just because I can do something doesn't mean I should, or that it's healthy, that I'm going to thrive and enjoy it. You know, I firmly believe that we should enjoy what we're doing on some level so that we can have passion and do it well and live our life fully as much as we can anyway. And so I tried affiliate marketing first. I spent a gazillion dollars on this course, and it ended up not being what I thought it was going to be. And then I had to start paying payments on the course, and I like had no money because I wasn't making any money from it. So then I'm like, well, crap, what am I going to do? So then I discovered how to do print on demand, and I launched my Etsy shop called Honey and Locust, and that's done okay. I haven't really cultivated it as much as I could have. I have like a little over 100 products there. It's all print on demand stuff, and it's all faith-based. And it's funny because right now sales are really starting to pick up. I have this painting I did years ago that is all of a sudden selling. Like, it's really cool that people are buying my painting that I did, because I have prints of it in canvas and poster form. So anyway, it's like, okay, who am I at my core? And I realized that in order to answer that question, I had to think, okay, who am I when it's only me in the room, when I'm by myself at my core? And it's like, well, what do I know for sure? So that was my starting point. And I was like, okay, if I could do anything at all, what would it be? You know, because I'm currently taking classes on back-end development and, you know, the cloud and AI and all this stuff. And it's like, yes, I could do that. I might even enjoy it to a degree. But if I could do anything, what would that be? And it would be to be an artist, to work from home. And it's like, oh, great. You know, we've all heard of the term starving artist. And so I'm like in a bit of a conundrum, because I'm taking these classes, and then I found out, you know, I'm autistic, and I've completely gotten away from my classes, and I'm paying, you know, this monthly subscription through Coursera. I'm enrolled in all these tech classes, and I've completely abandoned all of it temporarily while I get this business off the ground. It was like I just had this idea about autistic lately, and it was like, you know, I learned so much. I mean, I have had such a life-changing experience that has been so positive finding out that I'm autistic at my age through a YouTube video. And I was like, okay, I need to be able to tell my story and get it out, because if I'm benefiting so much from all the other people on YouTube that are telling their story, surely someone could benefit from my story. You know, all imposter syndrome aside, because yes, that's a real thing. And of course I have it too. I think we probably all do. I don't know. Maybe somebody doesn't. If you don't, great. I'm happy for you. But anyway, you know, this whole identity thing is really fascinating to me, and I have really started diving in to learn about it. But there's only so many hours in the day. And, you know, I go to work, and in my free time there, I'm working on stuff. And on my lunchtime, I'm coming home and I'm, you know, working at my desk like a mad woman. And in the evenings, I'm sitting here working on my stuff, trying to launch this line. And I have this dream, and it's like, okay, I really think that this could be something I could make a living at, you know, and I'm envisioning, you know, reaching out to like media. I've learned about from YouTube, this gal on YouTube that is an artist for a living, about doing media outreach instead of just social media. And I envision enlisting help and having people help me build my frames and having people work in my shop. And it's just so very exciting to me. And so I just want to come back to the whole identity thing. If you are struggling with it, I learned that it's called identity diffusion, and I still have so much more to learn. But I would say start with what you know for sure. Throw out all the rest, and then build on that with things that you do know. I mean, I had to just get it all out of the way, because at my core, who am I? And that core, I think, is where we need to start. So, and that core part of me is an artist, you know, and so I'm hoping that I can see this dream become a reality. So I'm working like a mad woman. If you guys are interested at all, stop by my Etsy shop, favorite my shop even, just favorite a few things, and that would be a huge boost for me in the algorithm. Christmas is coming, and it's coming into the season where Etsy really picks up, and if I could get boosted up in the algorithm in time, I could potentially have these be a bestseller on Etsy, because no one has anything like it on Etsy that I'm finding. So it's pretty cool. It was just an idea that sparked in my brain. That's how art works. So it's pretty neat. And then, you know, these adult shakers, I can't quit looking at this thing. It's really cool. So I'm going to whip these out. I'm going to have a whole line of the adult shakers made by the end of the month, and I will have that whole line launched in my Etsy shop as well. That'll be, you know, for teenagers and adults. These other ones, you know, they're really for young children. Like, I have a 7-year-old, and she's absolutely in love with them. And, you know, they're just very, very childish. But they're right for the right person, namely children. So if you know anyone that would appreciate these things, please point them in this direction. That would be very cool. So anyway, I hope to launch more content. You know, I've got so many irons in the fire. I've been building my blog. I've been trying to figure out how to sell these things on other platforms besides Etsy, and it is just very, very consuming. So I really hope that you all are doing well, and I appreciate you stopping by my channel and listening to me rant and ramble on about identity. Who am I? I'm a rambler. Anyway, well, I hope you all are having a really good day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.